Hello, everyone. My name is Samo, and this is Samo Collects. So, today, well, it has been a while since I've recorded anything, but today we've got something a little different. We have an ELESTRALS opening. I'm going to open up the Founders Promotional Pack and a booster box, along with showcasing this pin that came with it as well, of a little squirrel creature. I honestly don't know the names of any of these really just yet. I've seen a lot of them online. I haven't really had the names kind of committed to memory or played the game just yet because the cards just came in and I have not played on the app. So I was sent this really nice enamel pin, which I believe comes with most of the backer kits. For those of you asking what is ELESTRALS, it was a Kickstarter card game, a trading card game that was made by A Drive, who is a Pokemon YouTuber. And if you run in any of the Pokemon games or card games or know anything of that, you've probably seen his videos online. He's mostly played the video game. So he made his own card game and did a Kickstarter for that. And he made booster boxes, starter decks, which I have, and I'll probably do an opening of those later. He did plushies, he did special founders cards and benchmarks, and he did a whole ton of stuff. So this is a game that's pretty much very similar to Pokemon, similar to Yu-Gi-Oh. It has like kind of like the two rows, one for like spells and traps and one for creatures, and you have like two other decks, one of which is kind of like your health and your energy you use to attach to the creatures, and then the other one is your normal library or deck that you draw from. So I'm really excited to open this up, collect the cards, play the game, get into the trading spaces, and try to get some of the cards I'm looking for. I think I might want to lean towards the green energy type decks, and or Earth. I'm sorry, I think it might be Earth. Um, so yeah, so first off, very thick packaging. It's a lot of cards in here. I'm not even really sure what comes in here. But you've got a couple creatures on the front, Founders promos. They've got a nice professional looking back here. And these are all the energy types here. When the Kickstarter was going on, it was just, I think, like these first 5. Yeah. And then these are now new energies, which I'm not even familiar with. But they're coming out in other sets because they're currently working on a first edition set and a second edition set. Right as these Kickstarter Founders packs, as they call them, Founders edition cards are being mailed to people. So I'm going to try to open this as carefully as I can and keep the pack. So bear with me here. Let's see if I can get this knife here. Kind of get it started. Oh, I don't want to damage the cards. I'm going to take this maybe off camera in a second. I'm still here. Bear with me. Okay, sorry about that. These are really sealed in tight, so I'm having trouble with this little bit here. I might have to just tear down the back here. So I ended up ruining the pack a bit anyway, but it's okay. All right, we got a big stack of cards. So I remember hearing what was coming in these packs, but I haven't really kept up to date or looked at it in a long time. But this is the back of the card. You have all your energy types on there. Very nice card. Feel very thick, very glossy on the front side just from touching it without even looking just yet. Okay, Pandason. I remember Pandason was going to be one of the cards because I don't believe, was in the game yet. But basically, the big part of this game is stellars and shinies and hollows. Like, they went through a lot of effort to make the hollows really high quality, to make the hollow pattern, the glossiness, everything kind of seamless, and not have some like falling apart type hollows. But this is really cool because this is someone who I'd put this in my deck, green energy. And red panda is my favorite animal, so this is based off of a very similar type of creature. So that is something I will plan to use. Okay, what else have we got? Sparkit. Mean looking little dude. I like the hollow on that. The grass makes it look like he's got like all this energy going around. Like going Super Saiyan or something. Viserys full art. That's cool. Is that two of them or one of them? I think it's two of them fighting. That's really cool. Pandason, another full art, alternative art. Pandason. That's really cool. You can see more of them underneath there, under the mask. Unmasked Pandason. I remember that was something he was hyping up during the streams. Yeah, so he actually caught me. A-Drive was running like a week-long, 10-day stream or something like that without stopping, and that was kind of what got me into this game and finding out, people asking questions and finding out what the game's all about and how the whole process was going to work. Asked Rabbit. It's a neat little dude. He's probably evil. Look at him. He's got a smile on his face, but he's a dark little mischievous creature. Circle the Sky. I know this is one of the ELESTRALs here. This is a raptor, I think. And he's in this. That's a really cool one. Circle in the Sky. And I have no idea if like some of these cards are good or bad. I'd have to like really do some research and play the game to see like the effects and how they interact with the game. Warmite, okay, he was on the promo pack. Gonna be a lot of bug types in here because the creator really likes bug types as far as Pokemon go. Voltempest. That's cool. See, and a lot of these are also ended up being based off of Greek mythology. Like right here, we have the Cracking. That is my favorite right now. Wow, that is really cool. Water's so sparkly. Wow, that's really cool. So, and that's a full art one too. So, a lot of these are going to be based off of that mythology, but I don't think it's grounded specifically in Greek mythology. Rhyceros, this looks really, really cool. Really like this. That's really awesome. Boombat, which vaguely from being in their Discord, I have heard a lot of people use Boombat and like Boombat because I think he's really good at some sort of debuff effect that's on his card that is really good for slowing down your opponent. Dratea. It's like a plant dinosaur, like a cactus. Neat. Another green creature. That's good. I'll show you on the next one. Oh, or I can show you on this one. So on this side, I think, is their attack, and this is their defense. And then in the middle has the number of energies. I forget what they're called. The spirits or ELESTRALs, which are energy and creatures. They're non-attacking creatures, but you have to attach to the different ELESTRALs. Or no, those are the ELESTRALs. These are creatures. I'm not sure if that's correct. Let me know if I've mixed that up. But That's the energy that's attached to them when you're playing the game. Glysdale, that's a really cool one. I like that. Another full art. These cards feel really good quality. This foamy is looking cool. I really like the hollow texture behind it. Foamy. And then Tadpuff. And I know some of these, they have like an evolution chain that you have to upgrade them, but I'd have to get familiar with that. I think up in this corner, like similar to Pokemon, it has the first or the stage before it that you evolve it from. Flurmain, that's really cool. I think this was one of the special ones. It's like one of the first, the Frost type. Oh, and this is, now we know the name. This was the pin I got. Flurmain. I think that's one of my favorite designs right there. I have no idea how Ice is going to play or be, or what some of the other creatures are like, but Flurmain is putting out the hype for me to get excited for that one. Kindleo, another evil little looking guy. Rummagem. Oh yeah, it's like, looks like a shrew with the rocks. Rummagem. Vertaqua. Very shiny, very hollow. Wow, they gave us like so many promo cards in this pack. Scout. That's one of the, like, that's like a bear type. I think I've seen the what it evolves or I'm not sure what the term is or changes into. Oh, maybe it's this one, Ursmog. It's not what I remember it looked like though. Maybe there's like a third one, or it's just a bunch of different bears. Oh, and here's Ursier. Oh, was that a different? No, that's a fire one, and that is also fire. Okay, so there's like 3 different bears that are all fire types. I guess this one looks the coolest. I guess they're just kind of like different types. Like one's scout, one's seer. They must have different abilities that are very reminiscent of their nickname. Oh, okay, Marjuice. Oh, okay, so there's like 3 cubs, and then there's like the big one here, the mother bear. That's cool. Look at that. It's like Starry Night. Beautiful card. Hydrake. I do know this thing changes into Penterror eventually, which is one of the big mascots for this game. And Xilotl. I like that one too. Man, Ice is really, or Frost, Ice is really hitting it with the animal types here. The design types of these cards. So that was our promo pack. And now we'll move on to this booster box, which, by the way, the entire thing shines on all 4 sides, including the bottom. That's Penterror, the thing I was telling you about. It's a 5-headed Hydra. It's one of the starter decks are based around it. And you've got a bit of the lore here. You got the how to play QR code there, and all your information if you're looking to find it, ELESTRALS.com. They are going to sell more cards when they are ready on their website directly, and I guess their plan eventually is to make it into the big box stores, and you can buy these in Walmart and Target and such eventually. So we've got the front there. So these are the first 5 Elestrals that are used as the energy in the game. That's the earth, that's fire, that's electric, lightning maybe they call it. That's water, and then that's wind or sky of some sort. Okay, so Let's see if we can cut this open without cutting ourselves and without ruining the box. This I'm going to take greater care in keeping. This box is beautiful. Okay. Sealed up, very nice plastic wrap. No complaints there. The box feels sturdy and nice. No complaints there. Take out the seal here. Come on, let's go. We'll go this way. There we go. The seal has been broken. I'll pull this up gently. Oh, I forgot to mention. So there's a 1 in 10 chance. They call them stellars, and they're like alt arts mixed with like full art with a different type of kind of shiny looking, like a different color and whatnot. There was a 1 in 10 to get a stellar Pantera, which we did not get, but that is the box topper for the booster boxes. Got the regular full art, extended art, some sort of art. Pantera. Looks beautiful, very shiny. That is our box topper. Let's try to put this in here. And gonna pull out all of these packs because I don't have too much space on camera. I apologize. I should be moving at the end of the summer, and we'll have a different type of setup. Hopefully I'll get a bigger desk and I'll have some better lights and you know, just have my camera positioned a lot better to show you what's going on. So empty box, kind of looks, you know, like most TCGs. It's got the decorative top to it to display the display top. Yeah. So let's see. I don't know how many packs. Oh, almost dropped all those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 packs in a booster box. Don't know if that will change, but that's what we've got for now. And I'm just going to go through and see if I can find the full art set and what that looks like. Okay, it looks like we've got 4. So we've got this bird, which I think is a fire type. We got this water type. Lightning, and then Pantera. That would be the full art set for this. Okay, so let's get to opening some packs. I know you guys have been waiting patiently. It's been like 20 minutes. We'll get to it. We'll open these packs. They're gonna be, you know what? I'm actually going to go grab some scissors. I will return in a second. Okay, and since I don't edit my videos, because I'm just starting out and I'm new, that will not be edited out at all. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go through and cut the bottoms of all of these packs and open them that way so that we can preserve the packs and we can not mess up the cards, because these are pretty durable packs, to be honest. Maybe almost a little too durable. So we have another Earth Scout. We have just the regular version of it. Oh, Earth Smog. Now, I will say Earth Seer. This works out in a way where if I wanted to build a deck with these three and they have synergy together, I'm going to pull them all together and that works out great. But some of the downside to this Kickstarter that I was hearing is that they didn't shuffle quite as well with the seeding. So some people are a little upset with what they got. They did put some limits. Oh, he looks cool. Oh, he's a dual type. So I guess there are dual types in this game. He's got earth and wind there, or water, earth and water. He lives in like a swamp biome. So basically, some of the seeding and the shuffling wasn't done as well, but they did put a cap on like 3 as far as some of the stellars or the hollows or the rare cards. But also, there aren't as many cards just yet. This is a new game, and there aren't as many cards. I mean, right there, I think that thing evolves into that. Yeah, so it looks like isn't something to indicate what it was previously, but they're going to do better in the future, and they're going to try to make sure, and Leviathan, they're going to try to make sure that we get a better mixing of cards in the future. And these cards feel just as good as the other cards. They're not hollow, so they're not as glossy, or they don't feel as thick as the other ones. So I believe this is set up as your normal cards here, and then this last card is an Elestral, which is like your spirits, your energies. Oh, maybe these are spirits and then these are all Elestrals. That's probably how it goes. These are spirits, and then all the other creatures you attach these energies to are Elestrals. The starter decks come with rules books, I believe, so that would help, and the rules are online. I just haven't looked at them since I ordered these cards, really. So this looks like this is our rare card. I'm not sure how to indicate rarity. There's like those symbols look the same, and that's on a spirit, and then there's that. I'll have to take a look into that later and see how to figure out the rarity, but I believe the rare card is right before the energy, the spirit or the energy. And I do know that like there'll be a number here, a serialized number for the stellars, so me not being able to visually pick out what's going to be a stellar or not immediately will have to look at those to kind of get an idea of if that was a stellar pull or just a regular hollow pull when I do pull the hollows, because it's going to be tough to differentiate. Okay, so Dratea, Rummagem, regular Rummagem. Actually see more of them in this picture. That's cool. Clovey, Necruff, Earth Scout, Scythe of Demeter. That's gonna, I don't know if the card itself is good, but that's good because that's part of like the green cards I'm looking for. And it's also Demeter, I'm not even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is like one of the gods that domain over the earth domain. Trifernal, nice. So that, I think that's our rare card. Trifernal, and then another water spirit. And some of these cards, the 3 energy cards, which are the big hitting things, are fairly hard to get out, from what I understand. If you're trying to actually play the game to win and compete, or just, have a smart strategy. So I think some of these, there's one energy here. Some of these 2 energy guys are going to be a little better in the long run, but maybe the game will evolve and morph and change over time, and maybe it will become more relevant in some sort of meta later, to have these big ones out. Oh, Tsunami, I heard that's a good card. Change it, all Elestrals to defense position unless they're enchanted. Water enchanted. Oh, so that's cool. That's always a good thing in Magic, is like changing the positions of your creatures, tapping or untapping, or even in Yu-Gi-Oh, because then if they have a weak defense, you can hit them. See, like this guy's a two spirit, and he's a 4/8, which I think is pretty good from what I understand. Zaptor, or sorry, I keep calling it wrong. Zaptor. It's not Zaraptor. It's Zaptor. Doesn't even look like a raptor. Looks like a small T-Rex. So let me know, did you guys buy the Kickstarter yourselves? Did you pull anything really cool? Are you planning to buy the cards now that you're seeing them and you have interest? You gonna go take a look at the website, read the rules? Just let me know. I'm not here to promote cards, or I'm promoting it specifically. I'm not paid or anything. I just am someone who likes TCG games and bought this and wanted to share an opening with everyone. I think this is supposed to be a good card from what I understand. The Shield of Achilles can only be cast after an opponent's Celestial declares an attack, expend cost, and negate it negates an attack. So it's like a trap card. So, and this rainbow means it'll take like any type of energy. So Shield of Achilles, that's good to get at least one of those. Oh, this looks like the evolved form of Rummagem. Nice. Sign Nymph. Oh, got another Majursa. And this is Raptor. All right, next pack. Normally, I do not cut packs. I like tearing them open. I'm not necessarily an elitist of any sort with that, but this is a little different this time, so please forgive me for cutting the packs if you have an issue with it. And honestly, if you have an issue with it, well, then that's fine with you. I won't cry over it. Carry on. Little flying ant dude. Another Majursa, and a Leviathan, which I believe that and Zaptor were both made into plushies, which looked really cool. I think Nimbug is a plushie, and I don't know, they were going wild. Once money was being raised, they went wild on the Kickstarter. We're like, we're making this plushie, we're making this one, this is unlocked, and we're adding this now, and you get these cards, and it was insane. Island of Aeolia. So this is like a field card. You can play this and it'll stay on the field, and it'll change the type of field that you're in. And, usually you play these to benefit yourself. Drops a leaf. Reveal any number of cards in your hand. Shuffle and jack. Draw that. Oh, that's cool. That's a good card because you want to draw cards during the game. So that's good to have. Apple of Discord. I'm glad I'm getting some of these playable spell cards. Chariot Ride. Yeah, all of these look like spell cards, because honestly, I have playable starter decks. So I can definitely add to them, but I definitely want more copies of useful spells to kind of make the decks really more worthwhile. Equilinx, that is a beautiful creature. I love that. You can nexus up to blank. When you do, you can Target and destroy a rune. So I believe the things I was calling spells or items are runes, if I'm remembering. I think these things are called runes. So he would be able to destroy a rune. And Nexus, I think, is attaching or removing or changing the placement of spirits. Don't quote me on any of this. Go read the rules, play the game. I believe they're going to add more people to the online app. And I hope to get in on that, because right now I don't have anyone to play with in real life. I got starter decks for a couple friends, but they're only going to be starter decks, and they weren't paying attention to the Kickstarter or knowing anything about it, and so it's really going to just be a from scratch thing. Plus they kind of live further away at the moment. Aeromare, and our first holo, Leonite. 2 energy, 2 spirit, 7/2 fire type. As long as Leonite is in attack position, players cannot cast invoke runes, which must mean some of these runes are a certain type. Nice. Whew. Okay. So, time to sleeve up our first card of this box. Our boy Leonite. That's cool that he's only got 2. I don't know if he evolves into a 3. That looks like a pretty big form on its own, and it's hollow, so I wonder if he's just a two-stage guy, which would be pretty nice. I mean, haven't thought about making a fire deck. I think I was doing earth, and I like it's either, I think it's wind. Yeah, earth and wind. And then maybe lightning fire would be like my next ones I look at. Atlantis, it's a good one. Mount Olympus, Astrabet. Tectorus. Gets +1 for each enchanting blank on the field. Okay, cool. Very offensive glass cannon type of creature. Only for 1. Cool. So that's not bad. Throw them out, have them kamikaze into an enemy monster. Yeah, sorry, I apologize if I'm going slow with this opening. I know it's taking a lot longer than some of the Pokemon openings, just between having to cut the packs and looking at all these new cards and kind of get a feel for everything and explain a lot of things is taking a while. Oh, that looks like the evolved form of that elephant we were seeing. Javalantis. I know, I forget the name, but there's some cool play on words. That's like an evolved form of some other one that's like a spear type. Oh, got a hollow back there. Another Trifernal. And, oh my god. Woo! Okay, so this is a spirit. And it's an earth one, which is perfect. Taratlus, cool little dude. Like a little dung beetle type thing. Holding a rock, pushing a rock. Is this a serialized thing? Like a stellar? I don't know. It's definitely an alternate art and a hollow. It looks really badass. That's got to get sleeved up. I don't know what to call it. I think it's not a stellar because he looks the same color as his regular colors. So I think he's just an alternate art. I'm very happy to have pulled that. Beautiful. All right, we're cooking here. We're quiet on the first couple packs, and then starting to pick it up as far as finding our hollows and our hits. Okay, yeah, this is that elephant. Tylephant. Oh, it said Smogula. It's like that's an interesting name. Oh, there it is. Vertaqua. That was that other one I was talking about. And pup. Look at that. That's cool. It's cute. Bag of Winds. Gets +2. Cannot be targeted by opponent's rune. Enchanted. Empowered Elestral destroys the Elestral in battle. You can target and destroy a rune. Wait, so when... Oh, Aeolus. That's another character. I think that's one of the gods. Okay, cool. Tornado is just... Opponent rune, return it to their hand. Okay, that's pretty good. 1 for 1 there. Necklace and... Ooh... Hollow Viserys. So I've heard people like Viserys. And what does he do? Gains +1 for each on the field. Oh, okay, so it's like a swarming deck. That's why there were 2 of them in that other alt art. And when it destroys an Elestral, you can special cast another one in defense. Oh, okay, so yeah, it's definitely like swarming into the deck. Unfortunately, I believe the limit on the number of copies in your deck is 3, so I guess the most you can get is 3, but it's still a pretty cool tactic. I mean, it works within the rules of the game, so it's meant to be you're swarming, but swarming for this game is not, 10 cards. It's, 10 copies. It's 3 copies. But that's a cool effect. I like that. I like swarming effects. I think there's only like 4 or 5 spots on the field anyway for like placing cards. Like it's like Yu-Gi-Oh where there's certain slots. It's not like Magic the Gathering where other swarming effects you'd be making 10 to 50 tokens of something to kind of swarm out your opponent. So is this a Volcanic Forge? Is this a location to play? Not sure how to differentiate that, but it looks like it has like a lasting effect. It just looks a little different than some of the other cards. Yeah, like, okay, it looks like Atlantis. Oh, maybe it's this symbol. Maybe this symbol indicates it. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, Mount Olympus. Okay, all of these are places. Okay, yeah, this has a, it's like a one-use rune or something. Okay, cool. Zephyrog. I remember seeing a picture of this guy, and I was hoping I'd pull him. He's cool. He's another dual type. Water Wind. I like that. Zephyrog. What does he do? Can attack an opponent's spirit deck directly. When it deals damage to an opponent, you can look at that opponent's hand and discard it. Oh, man. He's really cool. So attacking your opponent's spirit deck is essentially attacking their life points, which is also attacking the energy that they attach to their Elestrals. So he can't be blocked, and he makes your opponent discard. Wow, this card alone might make me want to build a deck around him just because of that, because I like that type of effect. It's a very strong effect. And he's a 2 energy, so I'm not sure if he needs to transform from something or if you could put him right on the field with the 2 energy. I think you have to, because I believe if they don't have any energy attached to them, like the minimum amount, they die. So it might be like removed from the field. So it might be that he has to start with 1, and then you could put him down to have 2 because you can only play 1 at a time. One spirit. Another boom bat. I'm not sure. Taraxaurus. And a Lycoris. I believe he was a plushie too. So that might be the case. It might be something like that where it's really good to or you might have to play it as an evolve form. I'm not sure. I'd have to figure that out. I don't think you can just put him on the field when you're ready to cast him. especially with that strong effect. That would be really rough. I mean, he is a dual type, so maybe that makes it harder as well. I'm not here to really like criticize the rules. I'm just kind of talking about what I see and how I feel as far as like what I think is cool. Oh, nice, another shield. That's good. Got 2 copies. Just to talk about what I'm seeing as far as the interactions and how things work. Ooh, cracking. Nice, nice. Hollow cracking. And a Leviathan to go with him. And just commenting on that, because I know, I'm not trying to like bash the game or the rules or say something should be different or something's too powerful or too weak. I haven't even played the game yet, and I'm just collecting the cards at the moment and curious about how things work. Okay. There's like a pretty strong seal at the part where it's like sealed in the back where this leaf kind of is, and it always like gets me each time. It feels like I'm cutting a card when I'm opening these. So we'll probably... Ooh, Sakurasaur. That's cool. I guess that little bulb dude morphs into this. I'm going to go a little quicker with some of these, hopefully. I've got a little less to talk about, and we've kind of seen a lot of these cards. We haven't really gone over the effects, just because, honestly, I'm not even going to know if I'd be explaining it right, and I'm not the one to explain the rules, really. I'm more of a collector. I'll become a player eventually, and maybe, who knows, maybe I'll make a video about rules and such. I'm really just newer to this YouTube venture, and mainly about my Instagram and my eBay right now, and working on those. And one day down the line, maybe my YouTube will pick up and I'll decide to do some more editing and do videos more often and do things more than openings, because for right now, openings are what I can manage and what I hope you all enjoy watching. And boom! Full art. Stratamoth. Nice. That's, I think that's A-Drive, the guy who made the game. I think that's his favorite, favorite Elestral, because it is a bug type, and a mothy winged bug type, which seemed to be his favorite type of creatures. That's cool. I like that. Very pretty. It is a 3 spirit, 9/5, gigantic. Looks really cool. And I think I don't see anything indicating it was a stellar. So looks like a full extended art, whichever it is called. Beautiful card. Only took us nearly 45 minutes to get there and pull a full art that you're all sitting here probably waiting to watch, like what kind of crazy cards I'm pulling. And oh, like a vault, he looks cool, looks neat. What kind of crazy cards I'm pulling and what needs to be updated on the list online. And finally, our first Terratlus. I mean, I got a deck with a whole bunch of those, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I know everyone's waiting anxiously to see who's pulling the Stellars, and there's like an online site that tracks them to see who's pulled the Stellars so far. And I mean, I checked it out myself, and there weren't a lot pulled, so that's good to know. I mean, it's early. This is like, I was like in the early round, mid-round of getting my... Oh, these are black cards. Haven't really seen those yet. Of getting my cards, so definitely there's only been like 4 or 6 of something pulled so far, or nothing. And some of that has to do with people, I'm sure, are buying these packs and opening them and not showing you online, so you don't know what's going on, and that they've even pulled it, or they're keeping things sealed for their collection. They'll open it in the future. So we may not find all of them. Lestrals get +1 and +1 for each earth enchanting them. Excellent. The art on that is amazing. I don't know what creature is standing there or what character, but I'll have to look into that. But that is really neat. That was a cool field card. Unfortunately, I heard, and I don't know the truth, but I heard that like some of these earth cards or some of these field cards are not that great when trying to make a playable competitive deck. But they seem okay to me, so I'm not sure about that. Target and destroy a rune. Oh, that's Ryceros. That is so cool. I love that too. Destroy a rune. I mean, I guess the thing with that is like, so if you play a field card, I mean, this is one spirit, so that isn't bad. But if you play a field card, maybe if it's like one, I don't know if they're all one spirit or if it's more than one, and then someone removes it, it's like a pretty big loss because it's, the energy, the spirits are also your health, and if you put in that effort for like a sustainable field effect and you only get it, the use of it for one turn, then it doesn't seem like it's worth it when you can play something else that's more crucial, like that shield, to negate an attack and surprise your opponent is probably a better idea to surprise them than to play a field card that they're aware of and they can remove when they want. Ooh, Hollow Pandison, regular one. That is cool. I'm glad I got that. Little Zorro mask. Little Tanuki mask. So far, every card, I mean, let's look at the back. Every card has looked on point. Like, things are, like, centered, too. Like, there's no, like, rough edges. Everything's centered. The quality is just been amazing. Kind of feels like, let me see one of these. They're a little thicker, but it kind of feels like the Weiss Schwarz cards almost. It's that kind of level of similarity and quality. Like, they don't have like some of like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh cards have little like foil seals and stuff down here, and then there's a whole another layer to that to making the card and different texture. But as far as the consistency and the quality, ooh, that's a cool looking dude. This is the Dragon Fruit Elestral I remember hearing. But as far as like the quality of them, they're definitely a little thicker, but they feel very much like Weiss Schwarz cards. They have that same kind of glossy outside feel. And so far, from what I've seen of the Weiss Schwarz cards, is they have like very consistent centering and quality as far as when you get the cards. Shield of Achilles. All right, we got our 3. I might have pulled it sooner, but we got our 3. We got another hollow, another Viserys. See, that's what I was saying about some of the seeding for this is a little, it's not going to be the best, it seems. Like, I'll probably get 3 copies of Viserys because I've heard a lot of people were getting, like, the max 3 copies that you're allowed for like a per box hollow, which isn't how it's intended to work, that you would get 3 because you are able to get 3. You just don't want more than 3 in a box. But you want variety. Ooh, Pandora's Box. That's a rune, potentially, is the word I'm looking for. Box can only be cast when an opponent activates an effect that searches for or casts from their deck. Okay, negate that effect, and the opponent must send the top 2 cards into the underworld, which is the graveyard or the discard. That is a cool. I like that. That's a cool card. That is a trap. It's a little costly, but it's probably because doing what it's doing is really good. So basically, if your opponent plays a card and it requires them to like search their deck or cast from their decks, so like a special. I know there's like a special summon type of thing in this. Then this counters it. So that's a good card to have. I don't know if that's like a rare card. Because I don't know if I pulled like a regular version of it. Because I know like those shields can come hollow, but they obviously have a non-hollow version. So I don't know if like this Pandora's box is like rare on its own. So it won't come in like a standard version. It only comes in a hollow. Ooh. Oh, Majesty. That's the water type that was on the pack art. I knew I've heard the name before, but I couldn't remember it. Wow, that's a lot of defense. I wonder if... I think fire generally is an offensive type, and wind is a control-y type, and electric or lightning's like a destroying type, and earth is like a big creatures, but then I don't know if they're glass cannons or, like fire would be, but like they all have like a general theme to them, and I have to figure out kind of how accurate my thoughts are on that. So water must be like a very defensive type. It's quite possible. Exaltair. Just put them on the stack. Keep stacking them up. Okay. Electric Quackle. So far, Nimbug. Might be our first Nimbug. I mean, other than that, I think so far some of the variety has worked out. Like, the packs themselves don't seem to have... Oh, I haven't gotten Mouse Station yet. Mustation. It seems some of the variety is lacking within the packs themselves, but as far as like an entire booster box, it's not that bad. Like, I mean, we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How do we still have 12 packs left? Whew, sheesh. 12 packs. So I was finished my thought. Like, I think between an entire box, the variety seems like you're gonna get a decent variety. It's not a total bust, but as far as per pack, it looks like, at least with the typings too, like this so far has been all water. Like, you're gonna get some of the same typing, which honestly isn't the worst thing. Like, if you were playing this game and you just like bought a pack and or bought a couple packs and we're trying to get like some extra cards or copies for your deck, might be good to pull a bunch of water types if you happen to play a water type. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like gonna be good or bad either way, because you can also pull a lot of things you don't want. So probably, honestly, when you really think about it, it's not really any big difference. Nothing really to get too bent out of shape over. Because also, hopefully, if you find people to trade with, you just trade with them. Some more wind types there. I guess wind is a black border, which I didn't realize it was such a dark border. I thought it was like a white border. Another Mouse Station. See now, like in this part of the box, we're getting a couple Mouse Stations. The alt or the stellar or whatever Mouse Station looks really cool. You see like more of his face in the art that I've seen. Don't particularly need Mouse Station or want, that's something I'm looking for. More apples. A lot of those. Ooh, Sonicore. Sonicore looks really cool. Does Boombat turn into Sonicore? Because that would be really cool. Cannot be chained by counter runes as long as Sonicore is in attack positions. Can't cast counter runes. So you can't cast something like that Pandora's Box or negating an attack. So that's pretty cool. That would be a pretty cool theme of a deck, to put in a lot of those counter attacks and then play a creature who prevents you from playing counter attacks. So it'd be a very like get mad, lose all your friends type deck. It's interesting. The hollow design is right there by his mouth on this card. That's cool. I'm sure I already saw on one of my blister packs, they had like this square in a nice spot, or this rune type symbol, and I wonder if like people are really gonna get to the nitty gritty of that and try to find the things with the cool placed runes, rune spirals that are kind of like the spiral hollows for like the Japanese cards and Pokemon. Okay. And Majersa. And unfortunately, speaking of like other countries, unfortunately, if you're not in Australia or the UK or North America, I believe the Kickstarter wasn't available, and I don't know if the cards will be available globally. I'm not even sure if they're going to offer them in other languages eventually, or how that whole process will be. But if you're in one of those three places, I know that's where the Kickstarter was, and you should be able to get cards going forward if you missed the Kickstarter and you want to get in on the first editions, which this is Founders Edition. First edition still going to be hype, still going to be good. I'm going to get some of those myself because I think I didn't realize how much of a good deal this even was, getting all these cards. And I think they fixed a couple things going forward, and I think I just got to see what kind of now there's a frog, nice. To see what kind of first edition cards they have, if it's a lot of like the same ELESTRALs here, or if it's a different type of ELESTRALs. If it's got Frost ELESTRALs in it, I think I might go in on that, just because not only first edition cards, but also those Frost designs are looking really cool. I think good, getting a couple more Nimbugs. I think I wonder what his middle stage is, because I think the Stratomoth was a 3 spirit. So yes, so I'll probably go in on it. Hopefully I'll get a chance to also play the game before that comes. Ooh, another cracking. See, another double up on the cracking. Because I think some of the what's the words? I lost my train of thought. I think some if I get to play the game beforehand, then I can see if I like the game before buying the first editions, basically. So cracking is only a 2, which is pretty nice. A 5/8, that seems pretty good as far as attack and defense. What does he do? When you cast cracking, you can target up to 2 unoccupied slots in opponent's celestial row. Those cannot be used. Oh, so he blocks slots. That would be, oh man, that'd be wild if you can get 2 of these, 2 crackings out, and if there's only 4 slots, you just block their entire field. They'd have to play some sort of spell or something to get rid of you, and if they don't play anything that's removal, and they've played more of a buffing type deck, or they use the removal already, you just win the game. That's kind of insane if that's possible. Probably difficult to do. Ooh, Ambrosia. probably difficult to do because he's a 2-spirit Elestral, and it takes a couple turns to do, and they could probably already put something down in that meantime, but still pretty cool effect. Just to lower the numbers on the other side. Return up to 3 from your underworld to your spirit deck. That is a really cool card. It's good to have it in a holo. Glad I did not pull like 5 of them. But that is cool to have. We have 3 packs left, so we're gonna open Pantera last, and we'll open these up. And we're about to wrap up this box opening. This has been the longest video I've done to date. I can't guarantee they will all be this long, and I can't guarantee they will all be this boring. I tend to ramble on, and that's kind of how I go in these videos, is just planning to ramble about what I know about whatever I'm opening and my thoughts on the current atmosphere of the game or the cards or the set or anything at all, really. Keep you updated on my channel, let you know that I'm definitely a real life actual person. Oh, there he is. So did I only pull one in this box? I don't know. That I'm a real person, and when you follow me, you're going to get content from a real person and not just someone who's AI spamming stuff for you to click and like and all that jazz. So, so if you're ever like buying anything from me, definitely ask questions. Feel free to contact me or reach out or ask me about anything if you're looking for something or you see something and you have a question about the condition of a card or anything. That's what I'm here for. Okay, Foamy, and our last holo, Spinosect. It's a new one. Another bug. It's a wind earth. That's a combination I think I might be into. I don't know. What's he do? Can attack in defense position. If it does, it uses... Oh, man. What? So basically you throw him in defense and that's all you do with him. He's a 9. That's interesting. I wonder what the benefit is and why... Huh. Something can change him into attack position, I guess, is the problem. But that's cool. And then Vampiro, so not too bad. I'm glad that was... we did not max out at 3, I believe, of our holos. We didn't get like a full play set of something, which is good and bad, I guess. So we got our Pantera, and then we got Spinosect. We got one of those. We got an Ambrosia. Cracking. We got 2 Crackings. I think we only got 1 Sonic Core. We got the Pandora's box. We only got 2 Viserys holo. I think we got either it was in the promo pack or something. We got another Viserys, but we got the Pandacin, the Full Art Stratamoth, which is our golden one. Oh, hold on. We got a Leonite. We got the Stratamoth, which is probably the big pull of our box. And then this, which I believe might be guaranteed to get one of these in each box. Let me know if that's the case, if you know. I'm glad I got it on Taratless because, like I said, planning to run an Earth-type deck. So anyway, thanks for joining me for this opening. I know it was a bit of a long one. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you can to help me out. More active on Instagram and eBay than I am here, but hopefully you follow me there and you follow me here as well. And I hope that this helped you to kind of get an idea of what the cards look like and if you're deciding to jump in on this game or not. And I will see you next time.